Well, good morning. I'm out here in the woods and do some scouting around for elk and deer season. See if I can see any sign or even maybe hear some calling. I've heard elk out here. I've seen elk out here. I've seen a lot more deer though. I've seen some bear sign. So a lot of grouse too. So these are pretty good woods to be hunting in. Just driving down this way. I've been stopping periodically and checking which way the wind was blowing with my little dust thing. I'll show you later. But just heading back. I'm gonna see what I can see. See what's moving. Plan on being out here all day, so that'll be good. But also got the rifle with me because black bear and mountain lion are both in season, and I have tags for both. So if I see one, I'm gonna shoot it. Okay, so I found a good spot to sit. And I'm on kind of a dip in a saddle between two hills. And I'm hoping that means that they won't send me because the thermals are going down right now. So they won't send me until it's too late. But it's really thick right here, but it's thick everywhere. So this is actually a more clear spot. But coming up here, you've got a mountain with an old overgrown road with blackberries all over it. And then you've got a spot over there where the trail goes up the mountain. And I've got a clear line of sight through these bushes here. So the road keeps going up that way. So it's also coming downhill. So the thermals are coming down, so they won't send me coming from this way. There's also a spot coming from back here. I may actually move up there to give myself a better vantage point. But I'm in a good spot, I think, where I can clearly see all around me here. It's pretty thick no matter where you go. So you don't need to be sighted in more than about 100 yards out in these woods. Okay, so just taking another breather. It is so thick out here. It's really hard to move without making a bunch of noise. So anytime I start to get in a hurry, I want to stop and rest and calm down, because I'm loud enough as it is out here without, rushing and crashing through everything. It's a lot quieter right here, so I think I'm doing a better job. I haven't set any birds off. I hear a chirp here and there, but mostly it's just natural sounds, I think. Anyway, let's show you what it looks like right here. It's kind of pretty. It's also really thick, hard to move through. Whole bunch of fur right here. Furry poop, it looks like. Wonder where it came from. It's been here a while. Forgot my so about to stop for some lunch, and since I quit using my Pathfinder canteen kit, I don't really have a stove stand anymore. So I'm going to just make a pot stand out of a couple sticks to hang my coffee can on. Okay, so got it done now. As you can see, got a Y stick driven into the ground here, another stick driven into the ground here, with a fork on it right there, just a little one coming off, just something to stop it from walking its way down the branch. And that should get it close enough to be able to boil. And if not, I could take the same rock that I used to drive this stick in and set it here. So the Mountain House calls for 1.5 cups of water. This is exactly 1.5 cups. So I'm just going to fill it up to the brim. And this wasn't quite boiling, but close enough. All right, well, now we wait. Got my coffee, my biscuits. And the beauty of nature. Tell you what, man. Even if I don't get nothing or see any sign, good day. Okay, sorry for the bad video, but I just left all my gear down at the base of the mountain and started walking up. Left the leaf suit too, because it's just getting too hot. But they're really active up here, I think. At least they have been. I'm finding a little bit of a deer, that is. Deer sign, a couple rubs, and didn't get them on video though, I should have. And I'm following a trail up the mountain right now. It's gonna go up and then loop around through a little gully. At least I guess it's a gully, I don't know. I don't know the slang. But I think if I bring a chainsaw out here and clear that road I walked in on, if I can make this a decent hike, this would be a good spot when elk season comes around. Still keeping an eye out for bear and mountain lion, but it's midday, so I don't think I'm gonna see anything right now. Maybe more towards this evening, but definitely nothing right now. But anyway, I'll get to the top of this hill here and let's see what I can see. So there's where I came from. And I get up here and sit for a minute, look around, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rubs. That's pretty good. Wish I'd have brought a couple game cameras with me. I say a couple because that's all I have, but this is a good spot. So, all right, well, I want to keep going. And 7. And right next to that, which is right next to the rest of them, but something has recently moved this log over. You see how there's not a lot of leaves where the log was. And right here you've got some Oregon grape that's been pushed over. Still got the berries on it. I only see these markings. At first I thought it was a woodpecker, but they're only where the trail is. There are none down there. There are none on this end. Only right here. Some more. So, are they stabbing their antlers into the tree as they go under this thing? It could just be woodpeckers. I don't know. Never seen it before though. Won't be long and I'll be looping back around to where my stuff is. Heading back out. Alright, made it back to my pack. Made a big loop circuit of everything that's right in this area. This is definitely a good spot to come back and hunt. No bear sign, but it is what it is. Definitely need to find some water. But there's a creek about a half mile that way, and I have my filter in my bag, so I'll fill up my bottles on the way out. But right now, I'm just gonna sit here and rest a little while. Okay, I'm heading back towards the car. Not sure if I'm leaving yet or not, but heading back out down this road. Want to keep on trying to be quiet, so I'm gonna hush after I get done saying this. But might still see something that's in season on the way back out. You never know. Try to keep the wind in my face and try not to make an absurd amount of noise. It's kind of hard here though. You hear that? I'm glad to hear that. You weren't here for this, but I drove all the way down the mountain. Every single creek that I passed, from the 3 miles of walking back out to where I was a while ago to the 4 or 5 miles probably. No, probably not 4 or 5 miles. But anyway, I drove a good ways to get here. And I'm thirsty. I haven't had anything to drink since, since I made my lunch at about 12. And it's going on 6 now, so not very smart. But I didn't expect it to be so dry up here. I should have, but I didn't. I've never seen it this dry. It's crazy. But thankfully, thank God, there's water. Because I didn't plan on going home this early. So, come down here and fill my bottles up. And probably drink about a quart before I leave. Now, luckily, it's not too hard to get to because I'm actually on a pretty well-used hiking trail. And here it is. Oh man, look at all that precious, beautiful water. Let's get some.